Hey guys, so we thought we'd do an accent tag. So I'm gonna do mine in my Nigerian accent, and she's gonna do hers in her.
Creole. It's a dialect.
What country though?
Sierra Leone.
Okay. So we're gonna say the word in English, and then we're gonna say it in our accents. Okay, the word is aunt.
Auntie.
Auntie. Same thing.
Oh, same thing.
Yeah. Roof.
Roof.
But see, your R is harder.
Yeah. Okay. Roof.
Okay. Us will say like roof. Okay. Route. Like the route.
I don't think we even use that.
What would you say?
Road.
Okay.
Like who's road for take? That's what we say. We won't say route. Yeah, like who's road for take for go there? Not which route should I take to go there? We would just be like, who's road for take?
We would say like I would say like routes. What is the best route to go? What's the best way to go?
Yeah, that sounds like more like it.
Yeah. Okay, the next word is wash. Wash.
We say was.
Oh, wash.
Like we'll say I want to wash my clothes. Like I want to wash my clothes. You say wash.
I would just say wash. Oil.
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 Like, oil.
Yeah.
We got an oil. Where's the oil? Where's the palm oil? Theater.
Theater.
Yeah. Iron.
Iron.
Yeah. Fire.
Fire.
Fire
on
the mountain.
Thing, right? Fire. It's like everything is like.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is my friend Kadi.
Hi guys.
Today we're going to be talking about
motivation and feeling the pressure from your community or from school and just like other factors of life.
Just
and
pretty much pacing yourself, giving yourself a little more leverage and not being so hard on yourself.
Right.
I think for us, especially being college students, first of all, being African, there's a lot of pressure.
Yep.
Second of all, being at the age that we are, we're just starting adult life. Things start to change, responsibilities start to kick in.
Yeah. And I think the first thing we wanted to talk about was feeling the pressure in school.
The aspects in our life where we might feel the most pressure is school. Because I was talking to like professors at school, and I find that most of them, they look at life as just as a long time, and whatever accomplishment comes when it comes, it comes.
Right.
And us Africans, we tend to put a deadline and a time on everything. So at 21, you should have your bachelor's. At 25, you should have your master's. At 30, you should be married with at least a kid or two. Yeah. We tend to do this, and we have this stupid stigma that when you then reach that age and you haven't accomplished something, you beat yourself down because you feel like, oh, I'm unaccomplished or I'm a failure, and you feel disappointed. And I'm just learning that there's no need to feel that way. There's no timeline for anything. Who created this stupid deadline for everything? Like, everybody moves at a different pace. I mean, at the last sermon I went to at church, the pastor was pretty much teaching that pretty much all fingers aren't equal. That makes us unique to life. Its experiences, its blessings, success, and failure, because we have to fail and we will learn from, failures that we've experienced.
Absolutely.
So I'm just like, one of my professors I had, my psychology professor, it took her 10 years to finish her academic career from her bachelor's to her master's. Like, 10 years. If it's somebody like us, they'll be like, hey, have you heard? Yeah. Nneka took 10 years to get to 1 degree. Can you imagine? That, and it's like,
that's a fact.
But then she got an A in every single class. It took her 10 years, but And then my other professor, he was an addict. He traveled.
I took the same class with him.
He got a master's in like photography or something, and then figured out what he wanted to do, and now he has like textbooks and stuff. Yeah. It really is no deadline.
Right. I was just gonna add on to what she was talking about. Absolutely, she's right. You should want to do something that you love.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Not because of what other people might say or what other people might say you should do.
Right.
Do something that you want to do and do something that you love. And even if it takes you 2 more years, 3 more years, take your time and do that.
Right.
I was supposed to graduate last year, but I stayed in because I knew I wanted to do something else. I just didn't want to graduate with a degree and just be, all right, graduation is over.
Right.
Now what? So I wanted to do something that I really wanted to do. So that's very important. And sometimes, however way you go about things to meditate, if you pray or you take long walks, take that time out and just take your time and think about it and talk to people like I said before. And that really helps you to make a decision and see what you would want to do for the rest of your life, because it's important.
Right.
This is like the foundation period, so you don't want to rush it just because, oh yeah, this person wants me to graduate 2016. I'm gonna rush it and just do any major. No, take your time, because God has a plan for everybody. So
Right.
just that's your path, that's your story. So
yeah, it's definitely important to have time for yourself, to search yourself, find your, like she said, what you love, what you enjoy to do. The best advice my uncle ever gave me was find what you love to do and find how it makes money. And I was like, that makes so much sense. Especially in African communities, like it's either you're a doctor or you're a lawyer or you're an engineer or you're in finance. You have to be in some kind of big name profession, and if you're not, it's like mediocre.
Right.
And I've honestly come to learn that there is no such thing as mediocre. If you're the best at what you do, whatever it is, you're it.
That's
You don't need anybody to confirm for you. Not that you go to school for 20 years to become a doctor and then you hate your job. You hate your job. Can you imagine?
Right. You should want to wake up in the morning and be excited.
Exactly. Waking up every day and just dreading your life. Right. I would hate to be in that situation. That's why I absolutely love my academic pursuits, but that's a different conversation.
It took me a while to figure out what major I wanted to do. I started off wanted to be a pharmacist, so I majored in pharmaceutical science, and then it was nursing, and then it was occupational therapy. But those are all great majors, but I wanted something more. I wanted something else. You know what I mean? I wanted to be in that administration, field, and that's what I went ahead and did. It took me a while, like I said, but I figured it out. Like I had to sit down and do my research and see what's out there that's closest to what I would want to do. And that's so important. And you want to take your time and just meditate and think. Sometimes it's okay to just be by yourself and just think. So it's okay. And this leads on to so many other things in your life, including relationships. A lot of people are in relationships or are planning to be in relationships just because they don't want to be by themselves. They feel like, they feel pressured by society or like
because
Instagram.
Of time. Like
exactly.
I'm 25, I haven't found love. I'm 25, I haven't had a long-term relationship.
Exactly. And just know that what's meant for you is meant for you.
You know what that you just said, what's for you is for you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I hate to like bring religion and church into it, but that's such a deep saying. Like, what is for you is for you, because there's nobody out there with your DNA.
Right.
There's nobody out there with your face. There's nobody out there with your mind, with your craft, with your heart. So whether it's a job or a relationship or whatever goals you're pursuing, if it's for you,
that's it. That's all.
As long as you're working for it, towards it, and improving yourself, it's for you. It's like a blessing already packaged with your name on it. The blessing's waiting for you to come and grab it.
Right.
Once you get there, it's there.
And nobody can take that away from you. So just don't settle. I think that's a thing. I think with maturity, you realize I cannot settle anymore. You know what I mean? And if you still have that mindset, then you just need some time to be alone.
Right. Self-knowledge. With self-knowledge, you learn to...
And it's okay. I feel like society makes us feel like, if you're not with somebody right now, you're lonely, you're bitter. No, it's okay. Like
society and family.
Family. A lot of pressures that it's okay to just be by yourself as well. And that translates in so many aspects in your life.
Yeah, definitely. People are definitely afraid to be alone, deeply afraid. And I feel like that's a deeply rooted issue that you probably have to, find out what's really the issue. And obviously with community health and
Public health,
promotion
yeah.
majors. So we're gonna encourage counseling, so you find out what the
But it
issue
works.
is. But you have to. The only way to move forward is to acknowledge what the problem was, so you can find a way to solve it and then move forward. Because if you're stuck in this rendezvous, in this mess, whatever it might be, it might be a childhood issue, it might be something subconsciously that you've buried, whatever it might be, it's important that you figure it out, because at the end of the day, you only have yourself. Absolutely. And God, obviously. But you only have yourself, and nobody can do anything for you. Nobody can make your life the way you want it. Whatever it is, even if you're trying to like lose weight, if you're trying to grow your hair, if you don't take the steps to get there, nobody's going to do it for you.
Moral, of this whole thing, that's the moral of the story. It's just like not to feel pressures, whether it's from school, relationship, or anything. Just do your own thing, find your own lane, and just be who you are. And I know it sounds so cliche because a lot of people say the same things. Yeah. But I would not be saying it if I didn't have to go through it. I would not be saying it if I've been on at those lows, and I know how it feels. So I'm not gonna preach something to you that I don't even know myself. And we're both still learning, but this is what we know so far, and this is what we choose to share with you guys. And whoever can relate to it, perfect. That's great, because sometimes I was looking for stuff that I could relate to, but it's not so easy to find sometimes that that's believable. It might be from somebody from a different age category that might not really be able to relate
and you feel
to
like
me.
they just chatting. Like, what could you possibly know about my life?
So I would hope there's somebody out there that can, relate to us. But it's just, we don't know it all yet, but this is what we've learned so far. And every single day, remind yourself it's okay. The process is important. It's a process, and embrace the process, whether it's good or bad. And just whatever pressure, whatever opinions other people have, including family, including friends. Oh, when are you gonna finish it? Just be like, I'm gonna finish. And take your time, and just make sure that it's worth it at the end. As long as you make sure it's worth it, then that's the most important thing.
I definitely wanted to stress what you said about not knowing it all. We're young girls. We're learning. We're taking it a step at a time, a day at a time. We do not know. We do not know it all. We're just figuring out life as it's happening. We're figuring out what works. We talk to each other. We lean on each other. We, whatever it might be, whatever life experiences we encounter, we're just taking it chunk by chunk, and we're just sharing what little knowledge we have, what little experiences we've learned from whatever processes we feel like it's important to experience in order to reach somewhere, whatever the goal is. And whatever the goal is, you have to know yourself first, so that you know your strengths and your weaknesses, and then hard work comes into play. But people in society will always have expectations. You have to learn to move at your own pace, know your hows, your whats, and your whens. It's all about you. You only live once, and nobody wants to regret. So just do things at your own pace, at your own time, and include whatever higher power you believe in. Just, let that be your navigator.
Absolutely.
And just be motivated. Don't be discouraged, whatever age you are, whatever path in life you're taking, wherever you are right now in life. Whether you're happy with it, whether you're not satisfied, it's completely okay. Just pick something and work at it.
And just be the best at it.
Right, and take it a step by a time. I think that I forget the professor's name. He said, learn from yesterday, live for today, with an eye to the future. And that stuck out to me so deeply, because I'm one of those people that worry. I will kill myself with worry. And it's like, what will worry do for you? Worry will not do anything for you but make you depressed, make you exhausted, make you look older than your age, make you miss out on life that's happening right now. So just relax, breathe. You have time. Time is not going anywhere. Time is just a thing that people have invented. Just relax. You got this.
I'm talking to you guys.
Right?
And I hope somebody...
Therapeutic.
Somebody, out there can relate to it. And, like we said, we're not experts. We're just learning, and we decided to share. And, hopefully we can make more stuff together.
Thanks for watching. And don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys later.